In this video, we'll learn about teaching virtual reality programming with Alice 3 in your high school or college class. We'll start by discussing the Alice 3 language and why it's such a great educational tool. Then, we'll look at some programs for virtual reality headsets written in Alice 3. If you'd like to skip to the exciting part with the virtual reality headset, check the timestamps in the video description. So what are the benefits of teaching Alice 3? First, Alice 3 is block-based, so syntax is easy to learn for new programming students. Next, Alice 3 is an object-oriented language, making it a great introduction to Java or other object-oriented programming languages. Alice 3 works in Windows, Mac, or Linux, and you don't need an advanced machine to run it. Most educational programming languages either output only text, or they have a rectangular portion of the screen where you can put text, graphics, and maybe some animation. On the other hand, Alice 3 has a large 3D world that can be customized and explored in full screen using a standard computer and monitor. Finally, Alice 3 may appeal to students interested in art or storytelling who also want to learn some programming. What are the disadvantages of Alice 3? First, Alice 3 won't run on a Chromebook or an iPad. Second, Alice 3 doesn't have a text console, so there isn't a convenient way to output large amounts of text data. Finally, there are no turnkey curriculum solutions for Alice 3. There are lessons, books, curriculum documents, and tutorial videos. Still, there aren't any complete teacher trainings paired with day-by-day lesson plans. Several years ago, my district's charitable foundation generously purchased an Oculus Rift S VR headset and a graphics workstation for my school. This was a great opportunity for my students to try out their Alice programs in virtual reality. However, the expensive workstation computer required to support the Rift S headset meant that it wasn't a scalable VR solution. Recently, the Alice project released an app in the Meta App Store. This allows Meta's Quest series of headsets to independently run Alice VR worlds without needing an attached computer. This makes using Alice 3 in VR much more cost-effective and accessible. Here are 3 short programs I wrote to demonstrate the capabilities of Alice 3 VR and give ideas about how a VR headset could be used to enhance programming curriculum. These programs were written and tested on a basic computer running the standard Alice 3 IDE. I exported them when I was ready to try them in virtual reality. We'll start with Falcon's flight. This program demonstrates the visual capabilities. Let's start the program. There's actually not much code in this program. The Falcon is just flapping its wings and moving in a downward arc. Now I'll demonstrate moving around a bit. I move my head and I can look all around the world. This world is based on a template included with the Alice 3 IDE. Also, I can physically move my body around and get a better look at the Falcon. This program is a simple adventure game with an Alice character. I press the X button on the controller to start the game. She says, "Let's go on an adventure." We'll navigate her around with the joystick on the right controller. She bumped into a cactus, said ouch, and moved away. I programmed this using a collision listener. Let's see what the tortoise is up to. Please help me find my soda. I'm going to look around for the soda. If it's here, it's not obvious. I'll check over by those rocks. This character pops up and says hi. He's going to keep an eye on us. Let's look behind the rock. There's the soda. The soda disappears because we collected it. I have a variable that tracks whether we found the soda. We'll avoid the water. Let's go to the tortoise again. He says, "Thank you so much." So we got the tortoise back his soda. This game is inspired by the 1982 arcade hit Joust. Like Joust, you're riding an ostrich. You jump up and then gravity pulls you back down. The goal of this game is to catch the 6 orbs. When we hit the jump button, the game starts and the orbs fly around in random directions. Moving my head doesn't change the player character's location, but I can see where the orbs are. I control the movement with the joystick on the right controller. I can jump by pressing a button on the left controller. We can control the difficulty by adjusting the orb speed variable in the program code. I have them pretty slow here for demonstration purposes. There are some white cubes in the air that form the boundaries where the orbs can go. And that's the last one. We've got all the orbs. If you want to learn more about Alice or various other programming topics, check out the channel. See you soon.